Our final guest is an Appalachian genderqueer writer originally from Virginia. They are a Lambda Fellow in Poetry, Ragdale Fellow, Literary Deathmatch Champion, Windy City Times 30 Under 30 honoree, and a Pushcart nominee. They are the author of Tonight We Fucked the Trailer Park Out of Each Other from Sibling Rivalry Press, as well as a forthcoming collection of poetry, Oh, You Thought This Was a Date?
Great titles.
And an essay collection, Everyone is Doing It, They Just Aren't Telling You. Please welcome C. Russell Price.
Okay, we're gonna get weird. First off, thank you for having me. Thank you for coming. We're gonna start with some early small traumas and work my way up. This first one is from Tonight We Fucked the Trailer Park Out of Each Other, which is available at Women and Children First. I lose my virginity to your straight best friend after you stand us up. True story. Xanax and tequila are the perfect match for us. For your soccer shorts to come off and on my floor, for clothes lining the kitchen table clean. At 2 a.m., my neighbors pace above you inside me. This is no longer guilt by association. This is do not tell anyone. Yeah. The koi pond on the way to work the next morning. I wanted to lose it to someone unimportant, unsuitable for a family funeral. I wanted you only for this poem. It only gets worse. Death comes for the good old boys. So I write about the apocalypse, so from here on out, everything's going to shit. Death comes for the good old boys in a gown of royal blue. She lines them up with relentless discretion. She lines them up by their pretty smiles. She says to her women, unhinge your jaws, bite the hand, then devour the heart. The year of the new cannibal Amazon started with Cindy from Accounts Receivable, who, when overpinched, started chomping on her boss's knuckles. 10 years later, Sox Stadium is the new Coliseum. The women place bets and eat fried men thighs. The fighters fight because men are good for only two things in this world, breeding and eating. Here, everyone's a little gay by necessity. Kesha rules all. The men cages reek of what men do to one another. Not even the last computer can recite the sound of a male perceived pronoun. In this apocalypse, we raise our boys until we can break them, then bone feed them to our front yards. This one's a lighter one. It's called Desiree Says, there were crisis actors at the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Told you. I'm poolside in Tampa with my new stripper friends from the Deja Vu Danceteria. I'm talking about Doomsday again, and we're taking turns on the blunt listing our favorite scenario. You can always tell a lot about someone by how they roll and how they want the end to happen. Fire and ice, baby, are as late, so passé. Maybe nothing says more about American boredom than by how well we imagine Armageddon. The dancers and I are swimming now, shouting lavish demises, angels of punishment, islands of cannibal horses, a vacant Kmart parking lot. We're always elsewhere when the shit hits the fan. In the romance of airport hotels, the sluggish arms of local barflies beneath a big black sky opening in your hometown. False Spring. When the war came along, we decided to use only quiet sounds. Those suspected of harboring noise were tortured. Popular rumors are rarely, if ever, misinformed. In the cages, They play fireworks soundtracks as the stars and stripes, badges glare and hiss all their own. Out of everything and anything, we have willingly walked into this. Even when noise was first discriminated against, we felt nostalgic. How American to be so lazily complacent while simultaneously completely beside ourselves. We have, a way to say anarchy, but not to do it. We have signed a treaty with silence, and with hell we have made a pact. Some music you just can't listen to anymore. Okay, now I'm gonna read one from my phone, even though it looks trashy. This is called I Did an Ugly Thing Once, but it was in a beautiful room. When I knelt at the temple of nature, I keened, oh, wreck me. Wreck my guts, Daddy. I have given everything to the earth that has pulled me through a lonely winter. What if I had loved you only enough? We empty the dishwasher. We ritualize to incite self-induced preservation. Don't you ache not to die, baby? I feel so down. Turn me on. Through the tall grass, a slither. A woman taken by the wind, the Pepsi-Cola sign, the seagulls, the noise. In my grief over you, I run off with a grad of the School of Dope Tattoos. I give myself to a man with a dark plume. He imagines a world without art. It's not bad. Poetry is often just another form of content. You are my absolute favorite vapor flower in the garden of the world. There's such a thing as suffering. I pray to the moon. I touch myself, and you are alive again. I'm gonna read a new one I wrote today because I thought I needed a funny poem. Something's fucking depressing. Shout out to my coworkers who are getting to learn me a little better tonight. After becoming bored with synonyms for Armageddon, I renamed the Doomsday Carl. A man with intricate tattoos, a fat penis, and a blue Coupe de Ville. When Carl was born, the doctors gingerly handed him over with a whelp. Carl misses the interruption of commercials during TV. Carl didn't know about the cover, forgot cash, but swears he'll get you back next time. Carl uses the words kitsch and quirky too often and incorrectly. Carl kisses with his eyes open and his hands begging for something he feels entitled to. Carl's a shitty tipper, a reckless driver. He prescribes to positive self-talk. Carl dead names without hesitation or worry or recourse. Carl lately has a lot of thoughts about abortion. Carl is a troubled man who doesn't do therapy because he doesn't believe in it. Carl likes chairs backless and awaits a tropical storm named just after him. Carl says there's a racist in his family, but what Carl doesn't tell you, it's him. Carl is no fats, no femmes. 2018 Carl still calls things so gay. After gay sex, Carl says, did you hear that? Even though you both know there wasn't a sound, he just likes to look at you all up in a panic at the unknown. Carl mumbles, so you have to say what so he can hear himself twice. Carl is definitely married and works in visual merchandising, but doesn't say where exactly because you have the reputation of the kind of bitch who just shows the fuck up. Carl wants us to give veganism a go. Carl says the word team too much. Carl says it has recently come to my attention as if a fact didn't exist until he heard of it. Carl is above all else a troubled man, undeserving of my attention, but the sex is good, even though he wears hoodies in the middle of August. Carl never reciprocates oral sex and admits he might have some issues, and he looks to you for confirmation. Carl says he's superstitious of black cats, but really, it's because he's a fucking racist and uses the word bourbon uncomfortably. Carl loves licorice, sleet, a hymn gracefully undoing itself. Carl, at his best, is 2 p.m. on a Tuesday in February. Last two. It's fucking depressing, so whatever. This one's called How to Stay Politically Active While Fucking the Existential Pain Away. I'm so glad you're all here. Okay, it opens with a quote. Actually, fuck that one. No, we'll do it. Quote, bang your tambourine, kiss my ass, don't mind if they say it's vicious, they don't know what music should do to you. Frank O'Hara. Look him the fuck up. It's November and the dead should stay dead. There is no script for this life, your lemon seeds on my kitchen island. The woods are full of people like you in a lynching country. I think I'll miss you forever. Once, in a Freudian-driven love, I lived near a water tower with a snack basket, and he called me his favorite, pampered little suburb bitch. I centered myself on his gun control and poured some salt as if we were never here. I'm queering this shit from the inside. No matter what shape I take, I am an animal. Forgive me of my humble dreaming. I'll do whatever it is that you want me to do to you. Stop right now. Burn some sage and play Run Around Sue. Come back when you've reached the chorus. Come see me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What have you got to lose? I miss your ankles so much I can taste it in my throat. Ever since I felt like a beautiful stranger at a non-profit-sponsored cocktail party. There are addictions to feed and mouths to pay. Trash is trash is trash is trash. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I release the situation. I'm blue and unwell. You make me bolt like a horse that stands around my bedroom making things cry. I like to drink and take pictures. I want everyone to have good sex, but don't forget about the dark woods. Can't you hear me calling, begging you to come out and play? Pity isn't a usable currency. I don't care about how you feel about vengeance in 5 words or less. All day, I've thought of re-entering the closet for safety's sake. A commissioned buzz cut, muted earth tones, all baritone. My God, my mother still asks about you. Promise, when you're done with me, you'll burn everything I ever loved. The last one's not even, not funny, so just guess it's a fucking downer end. So this one's called Gay Money. So back when the AIDS epidemic first hit Chicago, people didn't do shit, so the gay bars decided to stamp gay money on any currency that would come in. So then when the money would go back out into the city, people would recognize queer visibility. So it opens with a quote from Mary Jo Bank. How can I not reach where you are and pull you back? How can you be and I not? You're forever on the platform. Research shows that the songbird dreams of singing. I dream of you sick, finding you like a recovered, rusty lockbox. This world was not made with our dancing in mind, but you did like along a fissure. What I want, a multiverse where you still clank vodkas over Pall Malls, where you are safe in rain-lashed gardens of marigolds and misfits, where you're on the brink of green and young and pretty. They treated you in this world like an impossible receptionist. They treated you like someone else's mess to mop up, touched you like a used Kleenex left on a public surface. Dying, women held you like a telephone, like on a honeymoon. Making love like tangled roller coasters didn't kill you, capitalism did. They drove by just to see if lights were on. When a body cannot consume, it cannot contribute to America. There's intentionality behind everything, especially the silence of your neighbors, your coworkers, the erasure of you from the city. Did you ever imagine me then, like I imagine you now? Gay money, gay apartment, gay hair, beautiful like a coiffed cruise liner. The great resistance starts with remembering the need not for another world, but this one, made if only just bearable for you to sing. Thank you.